And so the challenge for us is we have to understand our audience, our public, which we're not doing well enough. And this is going to be one of the great tasks for all of us, certainly in my business and in yours, in the time ahead. There are a lot of angles on this, but I need to mention a couple in particular. One, of course, this may be a global phenomenon. We've seen plenty of examples already, not just Brexit, but going back before that, the election in the Philippines was an upsurge of populism. And for that matter, last year in Guatemala, a TV comedian named Jimmy Morales was elected president. And it may be that in a few days on Sunday in the referendum in Italy, another TV comedian will get more votes than the prime minister. It is a global trend, and we need to realize also that in our own country, the sharp geographic delineations of our country that we saw in the election are something most of us hadn't fully appreciated. It appeared before election night that every state Hillary Clinton would carry was on the periphery of the country, bordering either Canada or Mexico, or an ocean or a Great Lake. It turned out, in fact, she got two states that didn't fit that description, Colorado and Nevada. But it was almost entirely on the periphery of the country. The geographic separation is something very striking and new, and something that we need to get our minds around. The fourth thing that I see the best communicators doing now is they understand the power of story, and they use it for all it's worth. Now, how can I possibly stand here? Am I echoing more as I came to the fourth point there? It sounds as if the reverb has been turned up. How can I stand here and tell a room full of professional communicators about the power of story? Only for this reason. Even though we all know the power of story, it is still a struggle to use it. Our organizations do not traditionally value stories. They still traditionally value charts and graphs. And as organizations, that's not going to change. We have to make our decisions based on rational analysis of data. But in our role as communicators, we have to understand that story is actually increasingly our most powerful means of communication. Because when we talk about a post-truth or a post-fact era, we are in fact kind of acknowledging something that has always been true, which is people rarely change their minds based on data. As human beings, we change our minds. We remember things. We are inspired to action by stories.